Hello, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Please and thank you. Um, I've been looking at a lot of videos about they've been talking about a lot of videos about women talking about decentering men and a lot of women talking about marriage. A lot of women talking about um embracing, like I said in other videos, is a lot of women that are embracing singleness and there's a lot of women that are embracing singleness, and a lot of women are talking about now. I'm noticing there's a lot of videos on TikTok and YouTube. A lot of people do videos of TikToks, and the women are talking about the benefits of marriage. More women are embracing singleness, but they're talking about the benefits of not being married, and but I've been noticing a lot of women have been talking about um, marriage, how marriage doesn't. That's where I'm going. How marriage doesn't benefit women. How and a lot of women are starting to talk about that now. How marriage, a lot of women don't see the benefits of marriage, and interesting enough, I've been thinking about that lately myself. I've been kind of thinking about that myself lately here too. That um, a lot of women are not seeing the benefits of marriage. More women are embracing singleness, and a lot of women are not seeing the benefits of marriage anymore. You know, used to be that um, marriage was an end all be all for a lot of women. Because we live in a patriarchal society that tells women that you need to be a wife and a mother. You're not nobody unless you got a man. You ain't nobody unless you're a wife and a mother. I mean, let's be real here. That's what society tells us. And if you don't have a husband or you ain't got no man, something must be wrong with you. Or if you don't have any kids, people are questioning you, um, asking you 50 million questions, asking you why you ain't got no kids. But then on the flip side, when you do have children, particularly if you're a black woman, you get trashed for being a single mother. If you happen to have children and you happen to be a single mother, if you're a black woman, you get trashed for being a single mother. Other races women may get trashed, but black women, let's be honest, let's be real here. Black women get the brunt of that bashing. Black women really get bashed for being single mothers, but that's another video. I'm going to talk about that, but that's another video. But so it just seems like particularly black women, it just seems like we're in this perpetual no-win situation. It doesn't matter what we do, we're still going to get trashed regardless. So, but lots of women that are opting out of motherhood, people, I hate it when people call childless women selfish. I hate that. Well, what about that lady that left her baby at the house for 10 days with no food or nothing? Was she selfish so she can go on vacation? You didn't get a chance to watch that video. I did. I talked about that. Go watch it. It's terrible. It's horrible what this woman did to her baby. Is she selfish? Or these women that have these children and abuse them, are they selfish? These women that have these children and put a man before their kids, are they selfish? They're very selfish. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear people calling childless women selfish. I don't want to hear that, because I think women that have children and abuse them and neglect them are selfish. I think those women are selfish. Women that have children and don't put the children first and put themselves or a man before their children, those women are selfish. Not women that choose to not have children. They're not selfish. But anywho, that's another video too. I don't want to get off subject. But anyway, society, they're always telling women this is what you need to do. You need to get married, you need to have kids, you need to be a mother, you need to be a wife. If a woman doesn't do either one or the other, or she doesn't do both, there must be something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Why you don't got no kids? Why you ain't got no husband? Or somebody might look at me because I have two children or two sons, and I don't have a husband, or I never had a husband. Well, what's wrong with you? You know, what are you, some kind of whore or something like that? You know? Yeah. You know, people looking at me like, well, you got 2 kids and you ain't never been married. What's wrong with you? Well, you must have ran them off, and you can't, something wrong with you where you can't catch no husband. Yeah. So they thinking that you can't. I did have the opportunity to get married at least once. That's another story for another time. But, well, allegedly. I don't know. Anyway, that's another story for another time. But first of all, a woman can always get a man. A woman can always get a man. I did a video talking about this a while back. I'm sick of men saying that women can't get a man. A woman can always get a man. I kid you not, I can go down to the Mission right now and get me a man and bring him home. Okay? Well, they call it the Mission in my city, but the homeless shelter. I can go down to the homeless shelter right now. And hey you, hey, how you doing? Come on in. And take him and bring him and literally bring him home. I can make a phone call today and have a man today. Okay, I can get a man if I want. I can get a man if I wanted one. Okay, it's about, most women don't want just a man. So just men need to stop that. It doesn't matter how old we are. It doesn't matter. A woman can always get a man. Okay? A woman can always get a man. Okay? So this theory that, oh, you can't get a man because you over the hill, you over 30 or 50, 40, 50, you didn't hit the wall, you can't get a man. That's a bunch of bull crap. I can get a man. All women can get a man. Now, getting a quality man is something different. But all women can get a man. Okay? So men need to stop saying that. But they say stuff like that to try to break down our self-esteem. They say things like that to try to break down our self-esteem. They're always constantly trying to break down our self-esteem. You know, the women bashers, the black women bashers, the black women haters, they're constantly the manosphere, red pill. They're constantly saying things that they're always trying to break down our self-esteem. But that's not true. A woman can always get a man. You watch that show, 600 Pound Life? I was reading something. Somebody was making that point in post or whatever I was reading. You ever see that show, 600 Pound Life? You notice, if you watch that show, every last one of those women in that show got a man. They're usually enablers, but they have them. They're either married or they got a boyfriend. A lot of times they're married. All those women have a man in that. All of them. Every last one of them women got a man. Okay, so I don't care how you look, what size you are. A woman can always catch a man. It's always going to be something. Somebody's going to be attracted to you or whatever, or attracted to what you got. You know how that is. You know what I mean? So let's get that straight. Let's get that straight right off the bat. But more women are realizing that. Do you know that single women live longer than married women? Single women, Google it. Single women live longer than married women. And do you know why single women live longer than married women? The reason why single women live longer than married women is because single women embrace themselves. Single women are actually happier. And did you also know that single women are more happy than single men? The perception, this is what the perception is that single women are lonely and miserable, and we're just, oh, I ain't got no man, it's the end of the world, I don't have a man, and Oh, I don't have no man. Lord have mercy. I ain't got no man. I don't have a man. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that Academy Award performance. I'll be receiving my Oscar. Thank you. Anywho, anywho, that's what they think that single women are doing. Now, some single women may be doing that, but they think that all women that are single are doing that. They think that we're sitting around crying about not having a man. And they say, oh, y'all know y'all lonely. Y'all know y'all depressed because y'all ain't got no man. No. Somebody was making that point in a video the other day that men think that we're just sitting around and just crying over not having a man, you know? And if we're upset and we happen to get depressed, guess what? It's not because we don't have a man. There's probably other reasons why we're depressed or upset or whatever. It's not because of a man. See, a lot of men want to think, this is what a lot of men want to think. A lot of men want to think that they are the center of our universe. And this is like a lot of women are talking about decentering men. I did a video talking about that, decentering men. Because a lot of men want to think, they want to believe that they are the center of our universe. And when they don't want to hear when we say, no, you guys are not the center of our universe. If I'm crying or I'm depressed, trust me, I got other reasons to be depressed. Okay? I do have other reasons to be depressed, and I do have other reasons to be upset. But it's not because I don't have a man. I'm not sitting around crying over not having a man. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I ain't going to front. There was a time when I did cry about not having a man. There was a time where I would get kind of down and upset depressed because I didn't have a mate. About quite a few years ago, maybe. But I went through that phase in my life. I ain't gonna front. I went through that phase in my life. But I'm at the place in my life now. No, I have literally decentered men. I have decentered men. And a lot of women are decentering men. We're not sitting around crying. Single women are literally happier than single men. There said there is a rise in single lonely men. Because single women, think about it. Some of us do have children. Some of us have grandchildren. Some of us have family members. Some of us have friendship. Women form closer bonds. When women have friendships, women form closer bonds than men do with their friends. We have formed closer bonds with our female friends. So when we do have friendships, we form closer bonds with our friends. So us single women embrace our other relationships. You know, other people that's in our lives. Okay? And we also enjoy our own company. I enjoy my own company. You know. And, you know, I love to read. I love to watch YouTube. I like to watch movies here and there. I enjoy my own company. I like to listen to music. Okay? I enjoy my company. Spend time talking to God. Okay? I literally enjoy my own company. And I'm actually thinking about getting into cake decorating. I've always wanted to get into cake decorating, and I'm actually seriously thinking about getting into cake decorating. Just as a hobby, you know. I've been watching a lot of cake decorating tutorials on Facebook, and I kind of always wanted to get into it. So I'm actually thinking about getting into cake decorating as a hobby, you know. I'm thinking about getting into either knitting or crocheting. Yes. So, we shop, uh, travel. I'm not able to financially travel right now, but if I ever get the money and the time, I'm gonna get out there and start doing some traveling. Okay, start doing some traveling, going places and doing things. By the time, shoot, I ain't got time to. I don't, come on. I enjoy my own company, exercise and all that. I like to people watch. Sometimes I just like to sit in the car and just watch the people. Just watch the people. You know, yeah, I love the people watch. Go to the store, sit in the parking lot, and watch the people go by. I love the people watch. You know, I say when I ever get to New York City, because New York City is on my bucket list. So if I ever get to New York City, New York City got a lot going on right now. I don't know if I want to go right now anyway. New York got a lot going on. There's a lot going on over there with the immigrants and it's a lot going on in New York. It's a YouTuber by the name of Cash Jordan. His name is Cash Jordan. He's out of New York. Get over there, get a chance, watch his content. He talks about what's going on. He's into the real estate and he shows apartments, but he also talks about what's going on in New York. Real eye opener, Cash Jordan. Check him out. He keeps us abreast on what's going on in New York, and New York got a lot going on right now. But at some rate, at some point, I'd like to get to New York and visit New York. And I said that when I visit, I'm going to go in either the spring or the summer, and I want to sit in Central Park and watch the people. I want to sit in Central Park and watch the people. I mean, not the whole time I'm there, but one of the days that I'm there, I'd like to sit in Central Park and watch the people. Do some people watching. Get me something to eat. And I'm a content creator, so I'll probably film it and sit there and just watch the people. And so I love the people watch. And so I have lots of things that I enjoy doing, I have lots of things that I enjoy doing. So, and everything. And then single women, like I said, we have the tendency to embrace our other relationships. So, um, it's just all about your mindset. If women if you decenter men, once you decenter men, you learn you cultivate some other interests in your life. You start cultivating the other interests that you have in your life. Okay. And you're not putting that focus. And like I said in my video where I talked about that, even if a woman desires to get married, which is nothing wrong with a woman wanting to get married, you still should decenter men, because when you decenter men and focus on working on yourself, you will make better choices. You won't feel compelled to jump in a relationship just to say, oh, well, the clock is ticking and I need to get married. And so you won't feel compelled to just jump into a relationship with a man just for the sake of getting married, or you feel like time is running out or whatever. And so even if you desire to get married, it's good to decenter men so you can make better choices, and everything like that, and just focus on yourself. And so, but women are not seeing the benefits. More and more women are not seeing the benefits of marriage, because when you get married, and like I said, I've been thinking about this too. When you get married, you got to cater to that man. You got to cater to that man. He gonna want you in that kitchen cooking. He gonna want you, and I'm gonna do another video, and I'm gonna title that one, "Why does he really want to marry you?" I'm gonna do another video like that, because be careful who you marry, because some of these men want you to be their maid. If you want a maid, if they want a maid, they need to hire one. Some of these older men want a nurse in a purse. They want a nursemaid. Be careful. If they're over the age of 50, particularly over the age of 60, they might want a caregiver. If I even was even considering marrying somebody, over the age of 50, I'm gonna carry his butt to the doctor. I'm gonna be like the job. You know how when you go to apply for a job, they have you do it. They get ready to hire you, and they have you do a physical. He gonna have to do a physical. I'm gonna carry his butt to the doctor. I'm gonna get his A1C check. I'm gonna get his HIV status. We gotta check that. HPV status. Get that checked. We're gonna check your heart. We're gonna check your A1C. See where that's at. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's even if I even consider getting married. I'm gonna carry his butt to the doctor. You gotta do a physical. You gotta do it. What is his lifestyle? Does he exercise? Does he try to eat right? Does he do a lot of smoking? Does he do a lot of drinking? Those are the things that you have to take into consideration. If you're a woman over the age of 50 and you're thinking about getting married, you need to be thinking about that stuff because you might have to wind up taking care of this guy, if he doesn't have a healthy lifestyle, you know? And so, women have to think about if that's what they want to do, over the age of 50. But some of these guys are looking for a nurse and a purse, okay? It's like some of these guys are looking for somebody to pay 50% of the bills, Some of these guys are looking for a maid in a house, a maid, a cooker and a cleaner, and a living sex slave. Yes. And I'm like, I was thinking the other day, I said, shoo. I said, I love doing things on my own time, I love, going and cook myself a little dinner. Or if sometimes I can get takeout. I don't feel like cooking dinner. I don't want to feel like I have to run in that kitchen and cook for a man every night, And, you feel a certain amount of pressure as a woman. Somebody was saying, I was looking at this lady's TikTok today, and she was listing all the things that is required of a wife. And she said, you got to look good. She said, you got to look good. Your hair can't be too long. Your hair can't be too short. You got to look good. You can't be too heavy. You can't be too skinny. I said, ooh, ain't that the truth? You got to be always trying to look good. You got to be looking good. Now, I look good. I look good for me, But I don't give a hoot about what these men think. I do what makes me feel good. You know what I mean? But, some of these black men talk about weaves and they don't want you wearing no weave or whatever like that. Then you might feel like you want to throw on your piece. And they what you wearing that for? You know what I'm saying? Particularly with black women, black men's standards are ridiculously high for us. So, you gotta be trying to look good all the time. And, even at nighttime, what is required of you to wear at night? What is the requirement for you to wear at night? You got to be looking sexy every night. I like to just throw on my night shirt and some pajama pants, or throw on a nice shirt and some shorts and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got no time for that. All that sexy stuff every night. If I want to look sexy, I'm gonna do it for myself. Yeah, and then how many times is he gonna require you to be intimate? Okay, how many times is that? These are things that you have to think about as a woman. Like how many times this man is going to require you to be intimate with him? Some men want it every day. Well, I my age now, if you had caught me when I was in my 30s, you would have probably gotten it at least 5 times a week if you had caught me when I was in my 20s and 30s. But but at my age, maybe 2, maybe 3 tops. My back hurt, legs hurt, and I'm going through menopause. Get away from me! I'm hot. I don't feel like it. My back hurts. My legs hurt. Plus, I'm having other issues. Okay, you know what I mean? He may be lucky. Three is pushing it. You know what I'm saying? So You gotta look at your age and everything. How many times you're gonna be willing to be intimate with your husband if you get married? He may want it every day. Can you physically do it every day? Is he the type gonna cop an attitude um if you don't give it to him? You know what I mean? So that's so that's something to think about. That is something to think about, ladies. You know, why does he really want to marry you? That's gonna be another video. You figure out before you get married, think about that. Talk about that. Communication. Does he want somebody, a cooker and a cleaner, a sex slave? If that's all he wants you for, mm-mm, mm-mm, no, no. So that's something that and that's why they say married men live longer than single men, because women okay, are you making sure that, okay, baby, you gotta go to the doctor, if you gotta take okay, you gotta take your meds. And women are put so much into women put so much more into marriage than men. Women are taking care of the man. In most cases, women are taking care of the man. And they say married men are healthier because why? It's because of the wife. It's because of the wife that's why they're healthier. Men don't take, unless he's like a gym rat and all that kind of stuff. When they're single, they don't take good care of themselves like they would if they were in a marriage. Because women are doing more. Women do more in marriages. And a lot of women are like, no, I don't want to sign up for that. And I was thinking, I don't think I want to sign up for that. I don't think I want to be catering to a man at this stage in my life. And even in my relationships, I bending over backwards cater to men. Cooking and, yeah, and stuff like that. Constantly worrying about how am I going to cater and please this man and keep this man happy. And right now, to be perfectly honest, all I care about is me. Is keeping me happy. And I'm looking after my mother. I'm helping to look after my mother. And that's all I care about right now, to be perfectly honest. I really, really don't care about trying to worry about catering to a man and constantly worrying about a man's needs. I'm just not up for it. And there's a lot of women that are coming to that. A lot of women are coming to they just not seeing the benefits of marriage anymore. They're just not seeing the benefits of marriage anymore. And they're feeling that the cons outweigh the pros. So I know that I was all over the place in this video. But hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on more women embracing singleness, more women decentering men, more women coming to the conclusion not seeing the benefits of marriage. Because once you get past the fantasy and you get over the fantasy, I was talking to my friend the other day, and I mentioned her. I brought her up in one of my other videos that I did over the summer. We, after many years, we caught back up, and she's on her second husband, and she she's the type of woman that she likes being married and she likes having that companionship. And she can't wrap her mind. She's having a hard time wrapping her mind around the fact that I'm starting to embrace singleness. Because the last time we were in contact, I did want to get married, but now, and I was talking to her the other day, and we were talking about marriage and that, and I told her, well, I don't really want to be bothered, She said, you really feel that way? She said, do you really feel that way? I said, yeah. She couldn't believe it. She couldn't wrap her mind around it. She said, you really feel that way? I said, yeah, I do. I really feel that way. So she just couldn't believe it. She just could not wrap her mind around that, the fact that she's really, really male centered. And I told her to watch my content. She don't watch YouTube or that. So if she happens to catch this video, ooh, ooh, ooh. But she's really, really, really male centered. Really male centered. And she just can't seem to wrap her mind around the fact that I'm just not feeling it at this stage in my life. I'm just not feeling it. And I'm never going to say never. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, I'm never going to get married. Because everything I said I was never going to do, I wind up doing it. So I'm never going to say never. And I told her that. I said, well, I'm never going to say never. I said, but at the same time, I just, I really feel like I do not want to marry at this stage in my life. I'm like a lot of these women. I'm starting to embrace singleness, and I'm really not seeing the benefits of marriage at this stage in my life. And I really sincerely feel that way. I'm glad that I've gotten here. I'm glad I'm at this place in my life. I was getting on my own nerves before. I was really getting on my own nerves before, So I'm really glad that I have gotten to this place in my life, because I can focus on myself, focus on my relationship with God. And, yeah. So hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you're a single woman, and particularly if you're at a particular age, do you see the benefits of marriage, or do you not see the benefits of marriage? And are you embracing singleness? And just let me know what your thoughts are on everything that I talked about in this video. I know I was all over the place. But hit that like button. When you hit that like button, it shoots that algorithm straight up. And more people will see my videos and possibly click on them. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Even if you're not going to watch my videos all the time, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Just do me that favor, because I hate to see high numbers on my videos. And some of my videos, I get high numbers. And what I hate to see is those high numbers, and then I look at my subscriber count, and it still either hasn't moved very little or not at all. So that's disappointing to me, because I'm like, okay, 900 people watched this video. I did a video, Single Fathers Ain't No Prize, that one. I got over 900 hits on that video. And I looked at the video and was like, okay, I got over 900 views on this video. Why come my subscriber count ain't went up much? So it's like, okay, there's a lot of people that I watch one video. If I like one video, I'll hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? So if you're watching this video and you're new to this channel, just do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Would you please? I would have really appreciated it. Thank you very much. And until the next video, you guys be safe out there, and you be blessed. What's that? That's my angel. Be blessed.